Okay, so let's just get into it. Hello again. As you can see by a board, this is episode 3. I am by myself today though. Josh was a bit under the weather, so he couldn't make it, so I'm just going to do one by myself. So it will be a little bit shorter, I think, because it's just me talking to myself. So we'll see. Apologies, I haven't shaved, haven't done my hair, so I'm a bit scruffy, but I think we'll get through it. I've got music in today, or second. Okay. Yeah, I've got a bit of music in to, I think, help me talk, help me focus, maybe calm my nerves a bit, because I think hearing myself too much, I start like panicking maybe, or whatever it is. I start getting into my own head, thinking I sound weird. So I've got a bit of music to distract me, calm me down. I guess I'm not really nervous, but we'll see. So yeah, nice. Gonna get rid of that big pause. Okay, so it's episode 3. So again, I'm by myself, so it will be short and sweet. But I just wanted to talk a bit about where I'm at now. So basically, the plan for this podcast, it was to do 3 episodes, just as a kind of a beginner warm up, get used to things, get in the swing of things, get using everything better. It's the fastest I've ever set up today as well, so it's already going better. And then I'm going to release all 3 at the same time, have a bit of breather, see if I get any feedback whatsoever, whether it's from friends and family to begin with, more than fine, and then just see how it goes, and then start trying to talk to actual people who have actually something to say. So these 3 are going to be messy, but they are going to just kind of be a bit of a warm-up to the bigger things, the bigger stuff, the fun, if you will, the actually doing things properly, taking it a bit more seriously, social media, or all that crap that comes involved. So this is just going to be 3. So what I thought about, again, it's kind of last minute because it's just, I wasn't planning to be by myself. Obviously, it's not his fault. You can't decide when you're ill and you're not. So it's just me. So it is a bit last minute to be planned. But so with that being said, I want to get these 3 out of the way now. So again, this was a bit last minute, so I've not planned too much, but I just thought, you're a bit of me. I talk a bit more about me and I guess my situation. Not like anyone cares, but we'll see. So I suppose if anyone does see this one, again, I know it's one of the early days. It's very early days, sorry. So I don't know if anyone will see it, but I suppose I wanted to talk a little bit about fear. Primarily what I suppose I'm fearful of. It's a bit hard just to go, I guess, but we'll see. But yeah, I suppose a good motivator for this is like what understanding where my next steps are and where they're going to be. I suppose this is the first time in my life where I truly don't know what's next. I've always kind of had an idea. I've always kind of had an inkling, something to look forward to, something to dream for, aim for, and now I don't. It's kind of the reason why I'm starting a podcast, because it's something to lose myself in, something to truly work on, have some kind of a hobby, because I don't really have too many hobbies. So I'm giving this a go properly, that's why I'm starting this, because I'd like to think I get better, I can meet new people. Yeah, it's gonna be, I think, edited a lot, so it might be a bit choppy, because I when I say something I instantly want to stop and go back, and so it might be a bit choppy. But yeah, I just going back to it. Yeah, I'm just not scared, but Like, I just don't know what's next. And maybe that's what I'm scared of, is like, again, I don't know the right word to use. I'm going to use scared, but it's, I don't know my next step in life in general, not just podcast. I don't really know my next step in the podcast, but like, in life. Again, I'm on the cusp, on the edge of the cliff, deciding whether to jump or not. Because again, I've always had that safety net there, and I think that safety net is ever moving. Is always, it's breaking. I can't always rely on it. Even if I jump, it might catch me today, but tomorrow it might just go straight through. I just don't know. I'm lost. I'm a lost boy, not a lost man yet, but I'm a lost boy. I just think just what's next? Good again, maybe a lot quick. I just think I know. Well, I know I've tried. I know I've failed loads. And everyone said it's okay to fail because you always learn. But I'm worried if I'll ever learn. I'm worried if I just keep making mistakes. How do I know what's right? How do I know what's wrong? I know you don't. You ask anyone, I'm sure you don't know what's right. You don't. That's the point of living. That's life. We just don't know what's next. We don't always have to be sure. We don't. Sometimes it's just. It just is. There's not always an explanation. I'm just tired of failing. I'm tired of just being known for. Oh, that's Marcus, nice lad, but what does he bring to the table? And like, I don't even know the answer to that question. I'm not sure what I bring to the table. Everyone who talks about it, again, it's good to fail, but like, nobody talks about what it was like when it was like failing, when it was bad. You just see people after and say, yeah, it's great to fail. Always embrace failing. It's great. You learn from your mistake. Every time you fail, you just learn from your mistake and carry on. What if you don't? What if I'm too blind to see the problem? Too naive to understand that dream might just be a dream and not be a reality? Again, how do I know that thing is going to be right? I don't. And that's life. Life is unfair. We can do everything right. We can do everything we're supposed to do. And then in the end, it might still be wrong. He might still get the promotion over you. He might still get the girl over you. You might just not work as a relationship. I don't know. Examples. I wish I knew. I wish I could know. If my son ever comes to me with these same problems, I wish I could tell him the answer. But I know it's just something I have to figure out alone. There's always going to be friends. There's always going to be family. I get that. You're never truly alone. But like, just got to figure it out. Only you can do you. Only you can look out for you. Only you can care about you. If you don't, then what's the point? I just feel so unaccomplished. Even after all the fails. You can sit there and tell me, yeah, but at least you tried. Yeah, at least you tried this, you tried that, at least you tried a clothing brand, but... Yeah, but what? I think, so I even think as well, like, when it's all said and done, even if this is successful, it's like, then what? I know, haven't even got there yet. I get it, but then what? Am I just in such of a bad mood right now that I can't even imagine the what? Can't even imagine the where? Or truly, what is there? What's around the corner? What is life if I didn't have to worry about money? I suppose I won't know if I've never been there. If I ever get there. Will I ever get there? Will I get there if I carry on being me? Do I have to change? Then if I change, am I me? What if me is not good enough? What if this is my purpose? I believe we're all here for a purpose. I believe we're all put here for some reason. What that reason is, that's your life. That's your goal in life, to find out what that is. We're all here for a reason. You know, what if my purpose is to raise my, not even, like, I've got 2 kids now. What if my 3rd child is the one? What if he's the one to cure cancer? What if he's the one to become the world's greatest fucking paddle player? You know, not even the 2 kids I have now, but it's not about them. What if it's about the 3rd one who's destined to be something great? And my purpose in life is to guide that kid to be the greatest in whatever they do, girl or boy, whatever they do. What if that's my purpose? What if my purpose is just to fail? It's like, you know, what if my purpose is to never make it, or to fall short just before he makes it, so my kids don't learn the same mistake. I'm just going to pause here. But yeah, I mean, really, probably one of the easiest times in human history to ever be alive. We don't have to go and hunt for our food. We don't have to wage war with the neighbouring country or neighbouring army. We get up, we say hello to one another. Whether you're from Pakistan, whether you're from Afghanistan, whether you're from Spain. It just rhymed. We're all basically friendly with each other. Obviously, not everyone, but it's weird. I'm not depressed, but like, it's weird that such a thing, severe sadness, can even exist in such a world where we're all so connected. We're all so soft and cushiony and just comfortable. And yet there's still all these heartaches and problems. Makes you figure, isn't it? Would people like us, like me, would I even survive in the time of war, in the time of the Spartans or the Romans? Fuck no. I can happily say that. Our testosterone is probably at the lowest levels they've ever been at for a 25-year-old. I don't need to repeat the famous saying, because it's been said probably a million times over YouTube, the hard time soft men thing, but we're just a race of soft men at the minute. There's only a few hard men out there. But because they work so hard that we're so soft, like, isn't it weird? My dad worked so hard, gave me everything he could. Now I'm soft for it. Like, how does that make him the bad guy? In generic sense, yeah, I'm weak when I should be hard. And that's his fault for giving me everything I could have asked for. How does that make sense? Why is that wrong? But it is. Isn't it fascinating? Just, I don't know. I'm rambling. There's no connections, but I suppose it all comes with due time. I promise the next one will be a lot more cheerier. I'm looking off there because, like, It's very hard for me to just look straight into the camera. Because like even this conversation now, I'm like almost emptying my heart, my heart. But like it's to nothing. It's to a fucking piece of technology. It feels so. What a time we live in. That I look into the camera and I can say all this stuff, and then in a minute I can publish it out there, and it's got the possibility, of course, to reach millions. Will it? No, but possibility's there. We are the most connected we ever been, and yet we all still feel so far apart. Isn't that fascinating? I just want answers. I don't know where to find those answers. Whether I must find them. Is doing podcast even the right thing? My idea was to go talk to many people, hear their stories, hear their experiences, and see if I can put something together and come out on top. Not of them, but in of life. And what if that's the wrong thing to do? You know? What if my story was to find it all out by myself? Not do it. What do you mean? What if this is the wrong decision? What if this is the right decision? How do I know? What if this gets out there and people find it embarrassing? And then when my kids were to go to school and they'd see this and then they make fun of my kids, could doing this affect my children? I start this to think that it's going to benefit my children and give them the life that I have, if not more, through connections, through interactions, through all these wonderful things. But what if it takes a turn for the worse? What if they get ridiculed for it? Because maybe I'm a bad guy. Maybe I'm not that interested, and then everybody knows I failed. If I was going to fail, this is probably the worst way to do it, because it's being blasted and everybody can see. But what are you going to do? I can sit here and wonder what if, or I can try and find out what if. I can do the thing that's the safest, or I can take the biggest risk and lose it all. But then the argument is, what is truly living? Is it being safe and comfortable, or is it risking and truly not knowing the outcome? What if I fly to Mozambique and get hit by a mosquito and die? Stung. What if I go to the Alps and fall off the mountain? What if I climb the Himalayas and run out of oxygen? What if you don't? What if you have a great time? What if you summit it? What if you learn something cool that nobody else have ever learned? It's nice to get it off my chest and to let it out, and it almost feels a lot more worth it, because like I have these rants in my car on the way home, listening to the music I'm listening to now, but it's just pointless. Might as well not say a thing, but saying it almost makes it true, and almost makes you believe it. Me talking myself out of this makes me believe it. Me holding it in, keeping it to myself, makes me believe all the bad words and stuff I say about myself. Weird, isn't it? Do you know if my I never met my grandfather on my Greek side, but I met my grandfather on the English side, and I knew what he had to the English side. He was a miner his whole life, not his whole life, of course, until his whole working life, let's say. And in the end, the thing that killed him was his job. And I remember the funeral being very small. But he was a very kept himself to himself man. He was very respectful. He was a true man's man. Was he rude? Was he a bit of a dick to the wrong person? I don't know, because I never saw that side. But I remember seeing one guy, his best friend. I remember I was stood next to my brother, and I was being brave, being strong, trying not to cry even though my granddad had died. Just doing it. My brother wasn't cry, he was a bit older, he was a bit mature, he didn't cry, and I thought I was being brave and strong and cool. And then when it was all finished, it was all said and done, we stepped out into the aisle, was walking through, and I saw his best friend there. I'll never forget it. But he held his hat to his chest, crying his eyes out. And that's what got me the most. Because I thought, even that guy, his best friend he grew up at the same time, the same hard times, the same hard man, worked his whole life, broke his back his whole life. Even he cried. Always breaks me, that one. So I just wanted to think, like, first of all, like, fuck. What would even he think about this? Like, fucking grow up, man. You don't know what to do with your life. At least you have a choice, innit? At least you had a choice to start a podcast. At least you had a choice to go fucking start a clothing brand or whatever it is you do. Like, were you even like, ooh, you worried? Ooh, what are you worried about? Seriously. It's like all this worrying, all this shit of the unknown, all the just uncertainty. Who are you going to be? What are you going to end up as? Fuck cares? Who cares, man? At the end of the day, innit? Who cares? It's always hard. It's always hard. Yeah. Like, it's like as if that's hard. As if I'm worried about that. Do you know what I mean? I've almost sat here and deconstructed my own problem, and almost came up with a solution myself just by talking. Like, so what? You're unsure of the future. You're in debt. Who's gonna save you? No one. The only one that can save you is you. Who cares? No one. The only one that cares is you. You know? What would he think of me now? Is it me getting upset because I don't know what to do? I don't know what to do. But that's life. Can't have our loved ones around forever. Can't always have the abundance of choice. Some people can't just wake up and decide, okay, I'm going to be different today. I'm going to do something. I'm going to try that one thing. Some people just can't. I can. And I'm scared. Why? I never met the one on my Greek side. My Bapu. Only stories. Died when I was like, maybe not even 1. I know he'd be laughing. Like, what are you doing? What are you upset for? It's true. What does it do? What does this cause? What does it bring? What's the point? What's the point about sitting and dwelling? Again, they didn't have a choice. He up and moved his life from Cyprus to England. did what he had to do. My father said he doesn't have too many memories of him. He was just always working. I have wonderful memories of my father. He was always working, but he made it. So he's comfortable now. And I see him more than ever. And it's amazing. But also, again, he's being around him more means my life is easier. Because if I have questions, I go to him. If I have problems, I go to him. I definitely use him more than I should. But then his argument would be, that's what I'm for. But then, I would love to always go to him. But then, do I ever become a man myself? Do I ever grow up? Is it ever my story? Would I even... I know I wouldn't literally be... I would literally not be here without him. But like... Would I be who I am today without him? Would I get to where I want to go without him? It's the idea, the picture. I forgot the word. It's the idea of we don't know where the path leads. The story's not written yet. It's our job to write it. And I think on that note, we'll probably call it a day. Crazy. It's a crazy, crazy world we live in. It's just crazy. All the problems I think I have, everything that keeps me up at night, or I lose focus on, it's all for what? It's all said and done. Is there even going to be anybody at my funeral to hold their hat and remember who I am? But when it's all said and done, it's a big pause. But yeah, the headphones helped, the music helped. It truly helped me focus and zone in a bit. Now taking them out, it's a lot harder. And this is a lot harder. It's hard. It's hard to not talk to somebody. It's hard to just look at a camera. I really do applaud the people that do it. It's hard. And especially the people that are so enthusiastic and so out here and hey guys and how do you do that? This is really weird. I have to keep looking away because it's weird. It doesn't feel real. It just feels fake. Fascinating, man. What a beautiful world we live in, man. What a beautiful world. It's just so unknown, so wild. Does everything truly happen for a reason? Or is it all just some stupid advertising scheme to buy more holidays? Everything happens for you. So yeah, apologies if that was a bit shit. Apologies if it was a bit here, there and everywhere. It's one thing I do need to get better at. Hopefully with future guests, of course, if anyone want to come on, it will be a little bit more structured and less just here, there and everywhere. But I suppose my mind is almost here, there and everywhere. Where I go in there sometimes doesn't make sense when it comes out here. But I have found, so I think I have got better in these 3 episodes. My talking, I think, is improved. I think slowing down is definitely the answer. I've noticed I don't do that stupid thing anymore after I laugh, albeit it's been 2 episodes and in this episode I'm not really laughed. But I really enjoy this. I really enjoy just the like the essence of doing something. even if it takes 7 viewers for 3 years, and then maybe on the 4th year I go drop down to 6 viewers. Even if that's the case, it's just really fun. It's hard, but it's really fun. I feel so much more accomplished at the end of this when I drive home. It's just fun. Just nice to do something. My recommendation, do something sooner than later. Because like, fuck it, you never know. But yeah, so going forward then, again, sorry if this was a bit of a crap episode, but going forward, the tone should be a lot lighter. Josh will be back. Hopefully we'll have a guest or 2 or 3. And then look out. Look out. I'm gonna start saying shit like and subscribe, follow. But no, yeah, I'm excited for the next step. I feel like right now I'm gonna take the training wheels off and we're just gonna go full steam and really do this properly, really give it a proper go. And don't want to repeat myself for a fucking 4th episode, but I've probably said all this already. But I really want to give this a proper go now, and I think the time to do this was yesterday. So let's get on it. But anyway, don't want to keep too long. Que sera, whatever be will be. You know how it is. This has been episode 3. I've been Marcus. No, Josh. Miss you, Josh. Thank you very much for listening. See you soon in the future.